Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Tonight is Thursday and it's 7:30, which means what's up radio on Patsy Development Hour. Tonight it's Patsy Development Hour and we are here to develop ourselves. Tonight's topic is the importance of time management. We all talk about time every day. Time is precious. It's one thing that when it's gone, you can never get it back. Money you can't get back. A lot of things you can't get back, but time is one thing that we can't get back. So, this year, as the year begins, we are going to talk about the importance of time management. So, I just want to wish you and welcome you a happy new year and welcome you onto Patsy Development Hour tonight, which is the 20th of January 2022. Can you believe it? We're already on 20th of January 2022. So I want to wish you a very warm welcome. Tonight, call a friend and sit down to listen to Patsy Development Hour. Tonight's topic is the importance of time management, and we all have 168 hours a week. How do we use our time? What are our priorities? What are the paradigm shifts that we need to do so that we can use our time effectively? Because that is the only thing. We all have the same time, 168 hours a week, to be able to be precise to do whatever we need to do. Some people use this wisely. That is why they are on top of the game. And some of us are trying to find ways, skills, and things to boost our time management. So tonight, it is all about the importance of time management. So I just want to welcome you again. And tonight, the studio number is 0208 So call if you've got tips that is really been helping you with your time management so that we can all hear about it. So tonight, it is all about the importance of time management. And that's what we are going to talk about. Time management is defined as a system for controlling and using time effectively. It is a system for controlling and using our time effectively. Effective time management is a choice. Effective time management is a choice. And you wake up in the morning, you should have had the plan for the day before, the night before, so that you know what you're going to do. It's not the time that phone calls are coming through, you are looking things to do before you realize 2 hours is gone. So tonight it is all about time management, the importance of time management. And with time management, you can really develop yourself to be the best version of yourself. Whatever you have going, it is all about time management. Time management is defined as a system for controlling and using time as effective as possible. Effective time management is a choice. And as I said, in the new year, when things have begun, most of us have gone back to work, planning what to do, and setting goals and objectives to really plan well and move ahead with our life. So we've looked back and look at things that we did last year in 2021 and see and really written down how things helped us or it hasn't been effective towards our time management. So what are we going to do to really help us to move forward? So tonight, it is all about the importance of time management. How do we have to plan? If you plan well, you will succeed. And when there is no planning, then you don't succeed. We can plan very well. And I really emphasize that we plan well this year so that we can develop all the areas that we want to develop so that we can be the best version of ourselves. So tonight, it is all about the importance of time management. If you plan well, you are able to achieve your success so that also you can be the best version of yourself. We can also be so busy, but not effective. And we don't want to do that in 2022. We want every time that we are using to be accountable for and know what we are using our time for. So time is very limited. And also, we all have 168 hours or 24 hours in a day. But some people manage it effectively to get whatever is on their to do list done. Effective time management is your choice to make decisions that are effective, decisions that will really catapult you to be the best version of yourself. As I said, time is very limited. And the lady I've been listening to said, we all have 168 hours a week. That is 24 times 7, 168 hours a week. 40 hours for work. 40 hours for work. And if you sleep 8 hours, that's 56 hours for sleeping. When you add the 40 hours plus 56, we've got 72 hours left. When you add the 40 plus the 56, that's the 90 hours that we've taken, that we have no choice. We need to sleep, we need to work. So we've got 72 hours, and you think, wow, 72 hours that we've got left after taking our sleeping and our working. Even if you work 50 hours, you still reduce it by 86 hours that I mean, 72 hours left, you can reduce it by 62 hours left that you can choose to do more. So if you have a side hustler and you still go your main full time, that's 50 hours in a week. You've still got more hours in your time to use. So tonight, it is all about time management, the importance of time management. Time is elastic. Time is a choice. What choices are you making to spend your time? Well, most people look at their time and they before they realize it's gone. We just started 2022 a few weeks ago. Today is the 20th. Next week, we are almost at the end of the month. And it's serious. Before you realize, January is gone, February is gone. So we are going to talk about things that we can tips and things that we can really use to help us to move forward and to be the best version of ourselves. So if you've got any tips that you can call the studio to help us, the studio number again is 0208 144 8773. So tonight, it is all about the importance of time management. And I said, we've all got 168 hours in a week. That is 24 hours times 7. We have 40 hours that we have to work. So between the 40 hours, we still got 8 hours times 7. So we've got 7 days, 8 hours times 7, which is 56 that we need to sleep. So the 56 time plus the 40 will give you 96. When you take the 96 from the 168, you've got 72 hours left. What are we doing with the 72 hours? What do we do with the 72 hours? So we are obsessed with time. We need to concentrate on our priorities. What are the priorities for the week, for the month? What are the things that we need to start doing? And we prioritize. There are quadrants or 4 quadrants that we need to look at. So this is what we are going to discuss tonight on the importance of time management. So please do call the studio number if you're listening to and you've got tips that will help all of us. We are all struggling. I'm not perfect. I'm learning how to manage my time very well. You know, it is important that we plan and don't fail and we succeed with all the goals and plans that we have for 2022. So I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be back.
We will praise and lift you high, El Hallelujah is the highest praise. Hallelujah is the highest praise. Hallelujah is the let everything, let him praise God. Come on and sing. Let everything. Sun and the moon, all stars of light. He commanded, and they were created. Oh, trumpet sound throughout the earth. For the Lord is good and greatly to be praised. Let everything, let our breath praise God. Come on and sing. Be joyful and do loud. Let everything, everybody, let our breath praise God. Come on and sing. Let everything, let the high praise be in your mouth. Bless his holy name forever, ever. Young and the old, all God's children, let's praise him and him alone. Oh, yeah. Let everything, let our breath praise God. Come on and sing. Be joyful and do loud. Let everything, yeah, let our breath praise God. Come on and sing. Come on and sing. Let everything, praise him for his mighty acts. Praise him for his goodness. Praise him for his holiness. Praise him with timbrel and dance. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Highest praise, hallelujah is the highest praise. Hallelujah is the highest praise. Highest praise. Hallelujah is the highest praise. Hallelujah is the highest praise. Hallelujah, hallelujah is the highest praise. Hallelujah, hallelujah is the highest praise. Hallelujah, hallelujah is the highest praise. Hallelujah is the highest praise. Throw up my hands, lift up, raise my voice, raise your voice, move my feet. Yes, I will rejoice. Come on, throw up my hands, lift them high, raise my voice, turn the dance, move my feet. I will rejoice. I will rejoice. Get up and praise. 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 Ooh, let me praise. Ooh, let me praise. Let me praise. Ooh, let me praise. Let me praise. Ooh, let me praise. Out of your so raise your hand. Give them the praise. Move side to side. Give up the praise. Let them arise. Get up and praise. Get up and praise. Get up and praise. Get up and praise. So raise your hand. Move side to side. Give up the praise. Let them arise. Get up and praise. 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 Let me praise him. Ooh, let me praise him.
Hello. Good evening, listeners out there. Tonight on Patsy Development Hour on WhatsApp Radio. Tonight is the 20th of January. And tonight the topic is the importance of time management. The importance of time management. Tonight we are talking about the importance of time management. And we know we all have 168 hours a week. That is 24 hours, 24 hours, 7 days a week, which ends up in 68 hours. What are you doing with the time? We are all, sometimes we procrastinate and sometimes we say there is not enough time. Whatever we are doing, we think there is no time. Effective time management is a choice. And we all need to know how we need to prioritize things that are priority to us. Because we say we don't have time, but we have time to do other things that we want to do, basically. So how do you really have effective time management? How do you plan well so that time is very limited? And also, how do we within the 24 hours help manage the priorities that we have to do? We all have to go to work. We all have to look after our family. We all have to make our homes clean. How do we prioritize? Some people have cleaners or delegate other work so that they can get some extra time back to do something. So if you can afford it and you can afford a cleaner, get a cleaner to clean your house so that that time you use for cleaning, you can use it for productivity, building a business, or learning some new things. So that is another time of saving maybe 4 or 5 hours on a weekend to clean your house to do that. So that is a trick or a tip that you can have. Time is limited, and before you know, the day is gone. Before you know, the weekend comes, we are happy on a Friday because we've got Saturday. Whatever time you wake up, you have extra. That time you could be used to reading or doing something new. And always remember that things change, and we are learning how to really organize our time better. We have to find a way to organize our time better. We all feel time is running so fast and there is no time to catch up. Almost inevitably, you feel you have too little time available. But as you can see, the 168 hours a week, if we take our sleeping time and we take our work time out of it, then we realize that we've still got 72 hours, 72 good hours within the week. What can we do within the 72 hours? How are you prioritizing time with your family, relationship, and also time to look after yourself and time to learn a task, a new trade, or something? So if you look at the 72 hours, you look at it and you say, wow, I never thought that extra time that I have, what am I using for that extra time? And I said, we all feel time is running so fast and there is no time to catch up. Almost inevitably, you feel you have too little time available every day, but we have enough time. We have enough time. So let we sometimes keep busy but not doing much. Really not doing much. We need to identify and eliminate the time that we are wasting on certain activities that we can delegate to people. Delegate to people. Something that if you've got kids who are grown up, you can pay them to do extra work duties or household duties in the house to help you so that you can discuss, you can use those time to learn different things. Getting organized, using your calendar or your phone, putting reminders, planning your day and night before, that really helps. Planning your day so that you know what time you're going to use for whatever thing that you really is a priority for you to do. Some people have a, a four square holder like urgent, non-urgent, and then also planning and what they can do. So the urgent times cannot go into the non-urgent, and then you plan as well. So it is so important that we plan and then we know whatever quadrant we are working at, not so urgent, urgent, and then the planning. What are we doing for the time that we have, the 24 hours? What time are we using to relax, to sleep, to meditate, to do something new, to follow our habits, and then also really to be the best version of ourselves? So I said planning helps. Write down what you want to achieve on each day, at work, personally, in your life. If you are learning something, try and then incorporate that in as well. Prioritize your tasks accordingly to the importance and urgency. It is so important that you know you're always not firefighting and always trying to firefight and get to the urgent task. You should be able to move from A to B without not always firefighting. It is so important that we plan very well. Delegating to things that we can delegate to other people will always successfully help you. So you need to find ways to really help you. Benefit of time management is greater control, prioritize carefully, planning tasks, use your diary, your calendar, your to-do list. This will always keep you on top of things, before you realize that the month is gone. The way 2021 went, the same way 2022 will go. So look at the priorities. What are you going to prioritize every day? Time management is a process of planning and definitely executing what you need to do. Prioritize, prioritize, prioritize. It is so important that you prioritize, especially with things that are happening now. Before you realize, you switch on the TV, you sit down for about 2 hours. That 2 hours is part of the 72 hours gone. So it is so important that you know how to prioritize and how to really use your time beneficial. It is so important. The benefits of time management is really greater control of your time, knowing what to do, when to do, how important for you to do that task. It is so important that you prioritize, and really it will help you to improve productivity of your own success. It's so important that we do that. There is something that people call the 10-minute rule or 5 minutes rule. Some people will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 when it's time to get up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they get up to go and do stuff. So they do. People who like to procrastinate, you can use the 1, 2, 5. There's a lady called Mel Robinson who talks about that rule 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can Google her, Mel Robinson. He does the 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rule, and then she's able to get up and action what they need to do. Because sometimes, trust me, we all have a day that we think, I'm going to be a lazy day today and I'm not going to do anything. But before you realize, that day is gone and it's really infiltrated to other things that you need to do. We are not mechanical, but sometimes we need to plan our life well so that we action things that we really need to do. I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be back. Before I go, I would like to share the studio number again, 0208 144 8773. Tonight on Patsy Development Hour, it is the importance of time management. Time is something that we all share together 24/7 every day. Some uses their time effective. That is why they are the best version of themselves. So tonight we are learning all about time management. I will take a quick break and I'll be back.
Ain't nobody crying, no. Ain't nobody worried. Ain't no smiling faces lying to the races.
I said ain't no smiling faces, no smiling faces.
Lying to the races.
Ain't nobody crying, no more crying. If you're ready now, come on,
I'll take you there. Lord,
say if you're ready,
I'll take you there. Help me, I'll take you there.
come on. I said come on,
I'll take you there.
hey. Baby, keep on.
Yeah. If you're ready now,
I'm ready now. Sounds good.
I love Ready now. Come on. Oh, I know a place. I ain't nobody crying. Say ain't no. Ain't nobody crying. I said ain't nobody worrying. Nobody worrying. Ain't nobody worrying.
Hello, hello, hello. Tonight, 20th of January, on Patsy Development Hour on WhatsApp Radio. Tonight, the topic is the importance of time management. Sometimes it can feel though you spend your day running around non-stop. You're doing so many things, yet when you reflect, it doesn't seem that you've achieved much on the day. So this can be really demotivated and very frustrating when you feel like you've been running around all day and then you look back, what have I really achieved? Not much. So this is why time management is a real asset for everyone who find themselves carrying out a variety of tasks during a single day. And it's not something everyone is able to pick up instantly. We all have to learn how to do things that will make us more effective and the best version of ourselves. So, number one, tracking. You can track the task that you do. The first step to effective time management is to track daily activities and build an accurate picture of where you spend your time. Think what you do during the day that could inhibit your progress, that is really blocking points, that is not helping you to really progress. What are some of the things you need to look at? So start thinking about what you do during the day that stop your progress. And also jumping between one project to another or dipping in and out of your emails and prior examples. And I will say I'm doing that. I'm doing multiple of projects at the same time, but I'm trying to tell myself finish A and go to B. So that is what I'm learning to do as well. So tracking your time is an effective tool or effective way of really time management for you. Goals. The focus of time management is to change your daily behavior so you can complete tasks more effectively. Find out what your personal time wasters are, surfing the net you before you realize I'm going to switch off my notification on my phone from tonight because anytime you get ping, you just check. That's 5 minutes. By the time 5 minutes gone and you check another one, another 10 minutes to get you back to where you are. So notification as well is another thing that can waste your time. Finding out how your personal time wasters. Mine is a notification on my phone. I'm going to switch it off to help me to be more productive. Also serving the net. I really don't serve much on Facebook. I used to, but I don't do it anymore. So if you're someone who's first the net, the and Facebook also, that is personal calls, social networking. For example, these are some of the things that will delay your time or take time away. So cutting out these times per week will help you to use that time to really learn something or achieve or read a book or really delegate to do something. So first, tracking. Second, looking at your goals. Are you achieving your goals? Tools, whether you use a software program or an app, time management tools are very useful for easily scheduling tasks, to-do lists, timers, social media management tools can also help manage your workload effectively. So you can find out time management apps for professionals or time management apps for mothers, things that you can do technology wise to really help you. That is important. So first, tracking, two, goals, three, tools that you can use to help you manage your time very well. Four, prioritization. You need to prioritize what is really important to you and delegate to other people when you prioritize. So prioritize, you should begin each working day with a list of tasks in order of priority. What is important priority for you? You know, urgent, you've got a baby crying, you've got a kitchen fire. Not urgent, you've got to exercise or plan. Which one are you going to do? The urgent one, if you've got a baby crying, you will attend to the baby to stop it, or you've got a fire in the kitchen. So these are some of the things that you can really prioritize before you answer any emails or make any phone calls for the day. Write down the urgent task that you absolutely have to get done that day. It provides you focus, and also it feels as though you have accomplished something at the end of the day. So even if you've got three things on your to-do list on that day and you are able to achieve two or three, that is moving ahead with what your prioritization list is. So prioritize is really important. Delegate, delegate, you know, sometimes in the house, you want to clean, but you don't have time. Make sure you pay your children to, or ask them to do, so that they will do you favors, and then you pay them kind or a gift, or pay them monetary value. So it's up to you how you really delegate stuff in the house. You can ask the children to do some of the cleaning, like the bathroom, whatever it is that will take you away from your daily task. You can delegate to get our children to help. And if you've got the extra cash, you can get a cleaner to clean your house, or get somebody to do your ironing for you. You know, these are the time that you can invest in to really help you to achieve the goals that you've set down. These are the tips that can help you with your time management. Routines, routines. And I always say the morning routines, your morning routines set you for the day. So it is so important that you have your routine. Having a structured routine will ensure you are much productive when working. Staying focused while working from home. It's tough. We've been all been working from home. I know today there is a new, we are going to go back now, but people have adopted a hybrid ways of working. So what is it going to be coming from 26th of January? Things are changing now. We've all been asked, go back to work. So what are we going to do? The routines that you've established things during COVID, we're going to go back and then see how things are. So, what are you going to do to really help yourself with the routine that you've got? You know, so some people have created a home office that they're happy, and now things have changed now. So I know my organization, they're going to do hybrid ways of working, whereby you can work from home some days and then go to the office some days. So it is here to stay. So routine is very important. And I always say, this guy's book, Miracle Morning, that I read a few years ago, which talks about the save way of routine in the morning, whereby S is for silent, meditation, prayer. And the A is for affirmation. You affirm to yourself what you want to be on the day. And V is visualize what you want the day to be or the month to be. And E, you do your 5 minutes or 10 minutes exercise. R is for reading. And then also the S again is for scribbling. So it is important that you have your routine that works for you every morning and you follow that. Routines become habit, and habit becomes something you are, and you become the habit. So it is so important that the habit that you have now is not effective to your time management. Find a way around it to tweak it. It is all about tweaking things that will make you the best version of yourself. So tonight, it is all about the importance of time management. Time limits. Reading and responding to emails can take up hours of your day. You know, you have to find time. I read, I think, on a time management book a couple of years ago. He said, in the morning, if you're a productive person in the morning, do not open your emails. Do the actual work, and during in the afternoon, find a way to clear your inbox later on. Limit the time you spend clearing your inbox and try and assessing it at a set intervals. So instead of 9 a.m., 1 p.m., or 5 p.m., by doing this, you won't get distracted by incoming and outgoing mail, and then can focus on the task at hand. because you're working and you get all these emails come in. Have particular times that you can really set those goals to really look at those timelines. Be organized. Be organized. It's so important that you plan and you are organized. As you are wasting searching for various documents on your computer, take some time to organize your file structure system, your file structure system. This will help you to lay hands on files quickly. Instead of searching, you have a naming convention of how your files needs to be. And anytime you're looking for those files, you know where to go to pick it up. So tonight on WhatsApp Radio on Patsy Development, it is all about the importance of time management. No waiting around. We wait around waiting for stuff. That does not help. Don't waste time between off-site meetings, twiddling your thumbs once, especially when you finish one meeting, you're about to jump to another one, and you've got 30 minutes. You realize that 30 minutes, you don't do much. You're just waiting. Oh, let me do this email. Let me do that. But if you've got a plan in place whereby 9 a.m. I'll check my emails, 1 o'clock I'll check my email, you've got that. So no time to be checking emails. These are tips that will be helping you to really planning and also not wasting time and also being organized. These are a few tips that can really help you. But there are some team time management tools that you can go online to really help yourself. Life is not just the passing of time. Life is a collection of experiences and a frequency intensity, not looking at the clock tick. It is so important that we don't look at the clock that is ticking all the time. And I'll say that again. Life is not just the passing of time, but a life is a collection of experiences and frequencies of intensity, not looking at the clock tick. You are not doing clock ticking. We are planning. We are getting ourselves organized. We are not waiting around. We've got time limit. We've got routine in place. Where we can delegate, we delegate. Where we need to prioritize our urgent thing, we really prioritize them and really shift our paradigm shift so that we are able to be the best version of ourselves. We need to improve productivity in every area of our life, in our family life, in our relationship, in our work-life balance. We need productivity. And also we need to improve how we do things. We need to delegate certain tasks given to us. Major tasks, less pressure, stress, and chance to relax can help us to really recharge and be the best version of ourselves. So it is so important that we need all these tips to help us to manage our time very well, because time is the only thing that we've all got at the same time. And other people use their time very effectively, routinely, delegate and make sure they achieve whatever game they have to achieve on the day. What are you doing? What about you? Tonight, it is all about time management. How effective is time management? And Mr. Joseph Yarte has said, thanks for the tips. Time is money. It's the same time that we've all got 24 hours. Some people are making more money than others. Why? Because they are being effective with their time. They are being very effective with their time. And as I said, we can improve productivity by watching our time management skills. And I've shared some of the tips that we can use to really help us throughout the whole year. Sometimes it can feel as though you spend your day running around nonstop. Yet, on reflecting on what you've done, you seem that you haven't accomplished much. But what can we do moving forward? We will be tracking how we use our time from the morning till the evening. What have I achieved from day to day? Even the weekends. Look at your time. When you finish church, instead of hanging around talking, look, I'm spending 20 minutes to say hello to everyone, and I'm going to off ski to go home and spend quality time with my family or read a book, to really help you to be the best version of yourself. It is so important that we do that. Tracking our time, setting goals, and making sure we achieve those goals. also tools to help us. There are so many tools these days. So look at the 5 time management apps for professionals, which can really help you to get the tools to help you with your time management skills. Also, prioritize. It is so important you prioritize the urgent stuff. It is urgent to do certain things at certain time. The non-urgent ones, see how you can work around it. And prioritize, really prioritize the most important things, delegate, and set routines in place that can help you have time limits for certain things. You go to the gym, you spend an hour. If you can do 45 minutes, that 15 minutes is a time for you to like spend time with yourself or do something. Be organized. Once you're organized, you are able to let things go one after the other rather than wasting your time on all things. So no waiting around, no waiting. As I said, you finish church, say hello, and then move on. Don't stand there talking too much. We all need sometimes to talk, but it is time that in 2022 we prioritize our time and we look at the importance of time management in our careers, in our relationship, in our family, in every area of our life. It is so important. I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be back.
Who taught the sun where to stand in the morning? And who told the ocean you can only come this far? And who showed the moon where to hide till evening? Whose words alone can catch a falling star? Well, I know my Redeemer lives. I know my Redeemer lives. All of creation.
Hello, listeners out there. Tonight on Patsy Development on WhatsApp Radio, it is all about the importance of time management. And I've given a few tips of what is so important, why we need time management. And as I said, we've all got 168 hours a week. We spend 40 hours mostly at work and 56 sleeping, 56 hours sleeping. That 56 hours sleeping, some people sleep less, some people go more than. And that 56 hours is basically 8 hours times 7 days a week. And we prioritize it to uh, um, 56 hours. So 56 hours plus the 40-hour working hours, that gives us 96. If we take the 96 from the 168, we get 72 hours time. And I think that is plenty time for us to do the things that we really want to do. So tonight it is all important, or how effective managing your time is based on your schedule, your workload, and the commitment that you put in. The reward of knowing time management are well worth the planning and dedication. So time management, the word it is so important that you plan it well. The dedication will always help you to come on top form. So here are 7 tips again. I'm going to help you to have better time with the time management skills. Understand time versus priorities. It's not everything that you can do. It's not everything that you can just pause in and do. So it is so important that you really tell yourself the things that it is priority that you have to do. If you don't do it, things will fall apart. So that priority versus time, understanding time, it is so important. There is a really good chance you've told yourself that you don't have time to complete a task. But if you stop to think about it, you do have time. You have allowed other tasks to take priority. And as I said earlier on, time is elastic. Time is a choice. Time is a choice. I could have said, oh, today I've had a very busy day. I'm not going to come to the studio. But time is a choice that I will stretch myself. That's why we say time is elastic for you to allow you to have that priority to be the best version of yourself. Understanding your top priority. Party development hour is a priority because I want to see people develop and be the best version of themselves. So no matter what it is, I endeavor to be here tonight to be able to discuss the topic with all the listeners. And then I'm waiting for feedback from listeners as well. So understand your top priorities and allocating the necessary time for important tasks. Make for solid time management. It also helps you to organize your daily calendar so that you can stay on track. I say you need to stay on track of throughout the day. So you can put certain times in. And as I said, for like your emails, 9 a.m., you check your emails for 10, 15 minutes, put another couple of hours, 12, you do that, and maybe 3 o'clock, and then you give your last, okay, this is the time I'm going to check, and that's it. So putting those things in place so that you'll be able to look at it. Take a look at your current task list and organize by priority, considering factors that are important to you. Give your individual attention and avoid multitasking. I know we women, we like to multitask. Time management is being present with your task at hand while knowing what comes next. So, no multitasking. Make sure you have your full attention on one project and then move on. Avoid multitasking because your brain is not programmed to handle numerous tasks at once. We think multitasking can really help us. But when it comes to doing things, sometimes, most of the times, multitasking does not help. So it is so important you avoid multitasking. It can take up to 15 minutes for your brain to finally get back to a productivity state. Multitasking also puts you at risk of making up to 50% more errors because you're doing that. You can really focus on one thing. So the brain apparently is not scheduled to be able to multitask. So make sure you give your undivided attention and avoid multitasking. Another crucial thing is empower yourself to say no. Empower to say yourself no. If you're a people pleaser, make sure you say no to certain things. If you've got something that you're doing and they ask you for extra overtime and you know you've got a course that you're doing, just say no and concentrate. It's just all about prioritizing. Consider your tomorrow because time management helps you to understand what needs to be prioritized today and what can wait until tomorrow. However, don't overlook tomorrow's time and prioritize. Likely you are going to be just as busy and dedicated to tomorrow's task. So it is important that you consider your tomorrow as well. Don't underestimate the power of few minutes. You know, I did talk about the 10 minutes rule. Whatever you've got in place for 10 minutes, you can schedule it 10 every 10 minutes. This is what you're going to do. If you're researching on the internet, put 10 minutes on your clock. After 10 minutes, whatever you found, you haven't found it, you move on. So don't underestimate the power of few minutes. Short breaks here and there add up to a big chunk of your day. Taking breaks helps you to rest, to rest and reset. By managing your time wisely, you can take full advantage of your rest time to either check or task or two of your to-do list or give your brain a break. We do need to get time away from the screen and then really give your brain a break. Make time for your distractions. And this is not the first time I'm hearing this. Make time for your distractions. So if you're not every hour, you're focusing, you get 10 minutes to do things that will distract you, and you know that, oh, this is my distraction time, and I'm going back, focus on whatever I'm doing. So make time for your distraction. It is incredibly easy to get sidetracked when focusing on a task. Even getting up to stretch or taking a bathroom break can open the door to mind numbing distractions. So it is so important that you take every hour 15 minutes break. You can manage your time better if you schedule in moments to take breaks during the day. Schedule 15 minutes break every 75 to 90 minutes. Taking frequent breaks allow your brain to retrain information better, retain information better than if you skip it. So 75 to 90 minutes, you can take 15 minutes break. This will help you to retain your information better. But remember, be intentional during your focus time and channel your motivation to get back to the grind of things. So within 75 to 90 minutes, you've got your 15 minutes break. So this time I'm going to focus on it. The brain does not know. So you have to retrain the brain to say, I am going to focus between the 75 and 90 minutes, and then I'm going to give myself a break. Stick to it, but refine is needed. So it is so important that you learn how to rein your stuff. So things are difficult when you don't know how to do it, but you manage things better when you know what to do. So time management is so important, and it's a system controlling and using time as effective as possible. Effective time management is a choice. It is a choice, and we've all got that choice to make sure we manage our time effectively. So, setting goals, objectives, and really following it is so important. That will really help you to be the best version of yourself. And as we all know, 2022, it is all about being the best version of yourself. Effective time management is your choice to make decisions that are effective no matter where you are. Time is far gone. I've got 4 minutes. So, mostly what you can take away is prioritize, delegate, and make sure you've got a plan to be able to focus on those plans. We need to identify and eliminate all the time wasting activities. We have to eliminate all those time wasting activities and then really find ways to plan your day properly. Take time, retrain your brain, and also push yourself to be the best version of yourself. We've got tools. Use your calendar, set timing up. For me, I've set my calendar for work every 15 minutes before my next meeting. It pings me and tells me you've got 15 minutes for your next meeting so that I can plan well, read the meeting minutes before I join the meeting so that I know what I'm doing. So it is so important. You can put different things in place. There are so many tools that we can use these days to really help us, to be the best version of ourselves when it comes to time management. It is so important. Time is limited. And before you know, the day is gone, the month is gone, and the year is gone. So it is so important that you prioritize whatever is urgent, you put it in the urgent column. What is not urgent, you do it when you're supposed to do it. But one thing we all need to learn to do is delegate certain tasks that people can help us to do. We all feel time is running out so fast and there is no time to catch up. But as I've shared tonight, we've got 168 hours in a week. That 168 hours, if you take the 40 hours of working and also you take the 56 hours, that 56 times the 56 plus the 40 hours, that's 96. Well, if you take it from the 168 hour, it's 72 hours left. That's when you get your break, you get to build your family, you get to cook, you get to do whatever you need to do. So you need got 72 hours to plan your day. And it's so important that you plan it well. You know, you've got calendars on your phone, reminders, planning your day and plan it well. They've got so many tips and things to do technology wise to be able to you for you to plan your day. So tonight is all about prioritizing your tasks according to the importance and urgency of it. So on Passive Development Hour on WhatsApp Radio, thank you for listening to me tonight. And I know you've learned something about the importance of time management. Even if you haven't got anything, what you need to take now is learn how to prioritize, delegate, use the ways, focus, do not multitask, and retrain your mind. Make sure you are taking short breaks for yourself to really learn how to do things. Time management is the process of planning and exercising the time that you have. So please stay blessed and stay tuned next week as we go throughout the month of January, learning how to really build ourselves and really be the best version of ourselves. So thank you so much for listening to me. And we'll be back next week again on Passive Development Hour. Bye bye.
Please come with me. It's what I live for. A place where love will never cease. We're meant to die for. Yeah. Heaven is where I'm never be.
That we must follow to a T in order to reach there. And there is where I've got to be.
Streets of gold.
Can you imagine?
Imagine somewhere where nothing but snow ever goes wrong. Brother, please come with me.
It's what I live for. A place where love will never cease. Willing to die for. Heaven is where I want to be.
It's what I live for.
A place where love will never cease. Willing to die for. Heaven is where I want to be.
No more dying. There's no place where there'll be no more crying. So heaven is where
That is the only way I said the obisu who are the parents to go wedding.